Hi, and welcome to Youth Express Bites, a series of short video workshops designed to help you guys get a job. Hi, I'm Ian at Youth Express, and at Youth Express, we've been helping youth transition into the world of work since 1993. We're running a series of short video workshops. This one, we're covering the resume. Done a couple already, so we're into the middle of this now. We're looking at the content. So today's content we're looking at is education. So the section of education, how do we address that? That's what we're going to look at. All right, so I'll share a screen. Let's get into this. Okay, so we've got our screen up now. Let's look at education and how do we address this section of the resume. Education is one of the big ticket items. We've got to make sure we get this one right, well sorted out, easy for people to read. Let's have a look. What do we put there? Your education shows your current year or your highest level. So if you're in year 11 right now, that's what you put in there. You put in year 11. You don't need to include year 10, all right? So if you're in year 12, you'd have year 12, not year 11, not year 10. And the reason for that is we can't have a resume that's full of what you did in year 12, and year 11, and year 10, and year 9, all the way down, because that's what your resume would be, just be full of that. And it's too much information that's really just not needed. People who are looking to employ you want to know at what level are you up to? What's your highest level? So if you're just finished up year 12, that's clearly more important than when you finish your year 10. So they need to know what did you do in year 12. Include the name of the school. All right, very important to include the name of the school and what year you were there, or a couple of years. So if you're there 16, 17, 18, 19, make sure that's written out clear so people can see that you're there for an extended period of time, or maybe you just did year 11, year 12 somewhere different. So you can include that. Dot point all of your subjects. This is really important. Don't just put the name of the school and say, oh, year 12, 2019. Okay, they need more information than that. Put all your subjects down. This helps you, because if you have a range of subjects that pair up nicely with the job that you're applying for, it's really important that you let your new employer know this. So if you're applying for a chef's apprenticeship and you've studied hospitality, you need to make sure that they know that's there. So we've got a dot point listing all of our subjects. And this allows us to put them in an order that makes it to our advantage. All right, so here's our example again. We're applying for a chef's apprenticeship. We have hospitality as one of our subjects. Put that at the top of the list. We talk about tuning a lot. You'll hear me say this: tune your resume. It means change it a little bit. If I was studying industrial technology timber and I was applying for a carpenter's apprenticeship, I would have that at the top. See how that works? Get the important one that you need at the top. You don't need to include all of your results. All right, so we don't have to tell them what our grades and marks are and exam results at the end of the year. But if it's to your advantage, sometimes we include that. So if you've done really well in a subject and you've got a 90%, and that pairs up nicely with the job that you're applying for, you can include that in there. Where you can, or you should always do this, have a couple of bullet points that talk about the other things that you've achieved while you're at school, not necessarily just for whilst you're in year 12 or year 11, things you've done that show that you've helped contribute to the school. All right, so have a couple of dot points there that show that you're on a sporting team, or you're in the school musical, you did well at the maths competition, those sorts of things. You helped out with the year 6 into year 7 orientation. There's lots of little things that you do from year 7 through to the end of year 12, or whenever you're finishing up school. There's a lot of things that you can have, and there are a couple of good points that can just show that the quality of the person that you are. So let's have a look at what this should look like on your resume on the page. Here we go. So we've got education, biggest heading is at the top, because that's the main heading for this little subsection in your resume. The next size heading down is the name of the school. So we've got there Elwood High School, slightly smaller font, still in bold, so it stands out. Then I've listed, so I've just got the year there, year 11, 2020. So in year 11 this year, made up this person, obviously not me. And I've got industrial technology, hospitality, maths, English, PDHPE, and business studies. So that's the list of the subjects. So if this was someone applying for a carpentry apprenticeship, great, got the timber at the top. If you're applying for that chef's apprenticeship, I'd switch around the hospitality and I'd get that at the top. And that's what we talk about when we're tuning and adjusting our resume. Every job application, just change it that little bit, just to make it that little bit better, all right? And at the bottom, got a couple of key achievements for this person. They've got a sporting award from the principal, and they're just letting people know that also they're on the debating team. So it's not a bad applicant for a job. Got good subjects there, depending on what trade or apprenticeship they're applying for, but also they're part of the sporting community within the school, and they're part of the debating community within the school. So that shows some really good connections and contributions for the school. And this is what it looks like. Take another closer look at the way I've laid this out. Dot points. All the dots are the same size. All the dots have the same indent. Each name of the subject has a capital letter all the way through. So industrial technology timber is capital, capital, capital. Get that little bit right. That is the bit that makes you stand out from the crowd, getting that right. All the indents are the same. All the fonts equal in size. The right things are bold and the right things are not bold. Okay, I don't have a dot at the end of industrial technology timber, not a full stop there, or any of the others. If you've got a full stop at the end, that's fine. Just make sure you do it on all of them. Don't do some with a full stop and some without. At the bottom, they're sentences. Sentences have a full stop at the end. All right, so you can see it's nice, it's clean, it's clear. This is really easy to read. Remember this, if you're applying for a big apprenticeship, you might be in the mining industry, there could be 1,000 applications on this cycle of the recruitment drive. They're reading through 1,000 of these things. All right, it's just going to get time consuming for them to go, oh my God, I can't understand anything this guy's got on their page or this girl's got on her page. Clean, clear, easy to read. Stick to the facts, the good facts, okay? So that's education. That's how you deal with that one. Follow along in our journey. We've got a few more things to come along in this series of videos. I hope you like this. I hope this helped you out. In the comments, tell us where you're from, what school, if you've left school, what suburb you're at. Get onto our Facebook page, like us, give us a thumbs up, follow on this journey. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.